Hey, what's up, everybody? It's TJ with Sanctified Homes, and we are back with our resident guru, Steve, from Lindsay Windows. And today we're talking about the glass that goes into your windows. So I know this is super nerdy stuff, but this is super important stuff if you're trying to build a home to certain standards, right? Versus just letting your builder pick whatever they want. So can you just kind of hit on what are your three main types of glasses, pros and cons to each one, and maybe like, hey, I'm looking for this, or hey, I'm putting this type of flooring in, what should I be thinking about in my house?
Gotcha. So as you can see behind us, we buy all of our glass through Cardinal, and we not only buy the glass, but we buy it as the IG, the insulated glass unit. So it comes with the sandwich look all from them. And what that means is it's the best glass in the industry, and your seal failure rate is next to nil. It's a 0.2% seal failure rate at 20 years, which is just remarkably low. So from Cardinal, we can get oodles and oodles of different types of glass. We have to start somewhere at Lindsay as to what we're picking, and it depends on the line that you're buying. So the Low E 270 Cardinal glass is our standard glass in our Climate Smart line, which is it's 2 coats of Low E, 70% glass or light transmission, and it gives you a decent U value rate and a decent solar heat gain. In our Pinnacle line, our standard is 366 neat, which means 3 coats Low E, 66% light transmittance, and the neat coating on that glass is a kind of a self-cleaning film that they put on the outside, which helps keep that glass clean.
Yeah.
Now from there you can go all sorts of different places. Yep. And with the change of the Energy Star in October to 7.0, neither one of those glass packs meets Energy Star anymore.
Yep.
So where they used to.
Yep.
So now if it's important for you to meet Energy Star, you've got to go to our 180 I-89 glass.
Yep.
So it just depends on your needs, what's important to you, your budget, and know that there's lots of different choices out there to dial into what your specific need is.
So in our climate zone, right? So cold climate zone, we're in climate zone 6 in Wisconsin. Obviously, you also sell in climate zone 5.
Yep.
Standard, well, I won't say standard flooring, but we've seen flooring that is faded. We've seen wood floors that look like they're pulling apart after 6 months. And some of that sometimes is literally people didn't flash it right and water got under there. Mm-hmm. What should I'm a consumer. What should I be asking? Like, should I just tell you, here's the flooring I'm going to put in and you'll help me pick glass? Because it's not just flooring either. It's if I want to bring heat in.
Correct. So solar heat gain is the amount of ultraviolet light that can enter through your window. And in the northern zone where we have a lot of winter, we want to use and absorb that energy into our homes to help reduce the cost of heating our home. So that's solar heat gain, and you want that number to be higher the more northern climate you are.
Yeah.
So with that, your con to that is the more ultraviolet light that comes through the window, the more potential to fade what's going on in your house.
Yeah.
So if you're not using high-end products internally, you could run into a fade problem.
Yeah.
So it's just up to you and what you want. So you could reduce that by adding more coats of Low E, which will reduce your solar heat gain,
right,
and reflect more of that ultraviolet light. So it just depends on your need and the application. And adding more Low E will also reduce that U value at the same time.
Yeah. So I think you said it best, is there's no perfect situation, right? Like if I want solar heat gain, if I pick inferior products, I'll probably have issues. Yep. If I'm really concerned about baking my floors, because it's a south-facing giant pane window, maybe that one we add more protection to that window.
Correct.
So
exactly right. And beyond that, you can dial it in for things like sound too.
Yeah.
Let's say you're on a busy highway, the front of your house is on a busy highway, or the back of your house has got a railway line on it.
Yep.
We can do STC glass, which is sound transmittance coefficient.
Okay.
And we can help reduce the sound that comes through the glass by tweaking things. There's lots of options. We could talk about your need, but it could be something cost effective that we just increase the size of the glass on one pane versus the other, which will reduce the sound emission coming through by a certain percentage, and that's rather affordable.
Yeah.
And then you can do anything crazy up to laminate glass or sound panels, and just depending on your need. And Funny story about bulletproof glass. We could do bulletproof glass as well.
We need to talk.
When you go to Cardinal and you ask them, can I get some bulletproof glass? The first question they ask is, what caliber bullet are you trying to stop? So I think that's pretty interesting. So
Yep.
if that's a concern for you, we can help you out.
Okay.
We can make sure you don't get that bullet through the glass.
Oh my God, we need to get some to try to shoot some bullets through it. That'd be a great video.
That's a bad idea.
So again, we always appreciate Steve jumping in and on it. We know not everybody takes the time to, I won't say the consumer, builders, remodelers aren't always taking the time to ask these questions. Are you worried about noise, stuff like that? Maybe we could get together and come up with a sheet that we can link to this video to just like, hey, you're not in our area, maybe they are always welcome to reach out to you or me. But they could just have a sheet like, ask about this before you pick your windows.
That's a great idea. I like that because the more informed you are as a homeowner, the better quality product you're going to get that suits your needs in the end.
So we'll get that link somewhere in the video below here. In the meantime, you guys, make sure you're reaching out, liking, commenting, subscribing so we can keep putting video and content out like this for you guys so that we're helping educate the industry, helping raise the standard, and making sure you ultimately as a consumer are getting a better product home of what you're honestly paying for. Even if you're just putting new windows in, that's an expensive investment.
Yep.
So again, as always, don't forget to raise your standard. We'll talk to you soon.